Today we're not going to listen to music because it'll get in the way of things and to make me angry. I've noticed that it's going to storm in a moment, so if you hear some loud noises, wink, wink, nudge, nudge, don't say I didn't warn you. Let's just get a couple hundred lines done. This is very relevant to the situation. There we go, and there's what we were doing. The problem is, coffee shop is a place you buy weed. If you say in Dutch, ik ga naar de coffeeshop, you're probably buying some weed. So I can't translate that directly. Anyone else would have done it. I like that they spend... Like, she explains this in a back alley. Like, some criminal could be listening and be like, I think we found a way to get back at Maverick. After he was bugging the boss. And the boss is like, I didn't even do anything. He just started annoying me. What a joik. I like how none of these actually do anything for Anna. She doesn't care. I just love the idea. So I said it's your hunger for adventure instead of your sense. Is that something I can translate? Google Translate. Do you have a word? Gevoel? Nah, I'm gonna go with hunger. Like, it's very oddly phrased. I gotta say that much. My arm isn't feeling it today. It's actually in my neck this time, which is a very odd place for it to be. Also, one of the Doom wads has an error, and it freaks me out, where you have those sort of Mindleben guys, and they fall over, and then they die, and then then they remain stuck in the first death animation sprite, and it just, for some reason, freaks me the fuck out to see those burst open chests, with them just sort of hovering and suspending in midair. I mean, I could probably look at someone who actually has a burst open chest, but when it's sprites like that, it's like something is off because I'm so used to that not happening. Ugh, it's giving me the shivers just thinking about it. I like how you sassily remarked that it's a date. The problem is, dirt doesn't translate well to being dirty. You're not dirty, you're bit vies. And art is something very different. It's literally specifically dirt, and you can't translate it too well. I like this one. If it's to your taste, player name, I can offer you a delicious handful of like dirt you specifically put in a plant pot, potgrond, which literally just means jar ground. It's great when you translate those words because they sound like nothing. On the plus side, I was the kind of kid that was in the dirt enough to not, I don't know if that is how you develop allergies. I mean, some of them are probably genetic. I don't have any allergies to what I should know of. I react violently to milk. Like when I drink milk, my stomach acid starts acting up like crazy. But I'm not allergic to milk. I think. Never tried. But I don't have any allergies that I know of. Might be to bees, and I just never got stung. I have to specify that it's a little dirt helps against allergies. Because it doesn't work as well. Because to begin with, the context is kind of what? Like, is it against dirt or not? It's not as specific as it needs to be. I like how she just gets sassy because you're sassing. I mean, it ends on such a good note. I like this one. It's a place without closing times. Sluitingstijd is how we specify like closing hours, like when are they open hour. I don't know what you fucking call it. It sounds just as good as a place that never closes, but you get different ones depending what you pick. Boom, bam, boom. I have DuckTales stuck in my head, but I only like the first few notes. I like this one because this is fucking sassy as shit. Which brand does the ambassador of humanity find good enough for the divine tongue? And then you reply with just something equally sassy. It really hammers that sass home. Governmentally funded. You can just say government funded. You don't have to say governmentally. Who the fuck says governmentally nowadays? Despite it being correct. Dirty Alley stuff ain't even in the same universe. There you go. Oh god, what? Oh, what? Ah. Haha! I had preempted that someone would complain about the roof windows being open, and I've already closed them! Haha! Who's smart now? It was me. Because I closed the windows because I looked at the radar. And I was like, oh, it's probably gonna rain. That's not smart. That's just, looking outside and being like, wow, I'm hearing thunder noises and it's pretty freaking cloudy. Might go rain soon. Might not want to have half the roof, half the attic flooding, and everything goes down, and then the lower floor is flooded, and then the carpet on the staircase downstairs is like, no. Man, that's some nice rumblies. I've missed that. Here she specifically calls it a restaurant because, we're in SAS mode. Don't they have like a McDonald's you can just visit or something? It's also just a few minutes away from the city. Like, what? What do we call the outskirts? I think I know a good term. The buitenwijk. Nah, it's not really that. It's more the peripherie, isn't it? Peripherie. Wait, what? Peripherie. Oh no, it's It's double E? I know this word. Ah, it's periphery. There we go. That's weird, because herd animals could deer, and goodest dieren just sounds a bit weird. Self-serve is not a term I don't know how to... Self-redeem. Ah, that's a good one. Although not... Nah. The thing about this is... Why doesn't your character mention we might get shot and then be like, oh wait, you don't have guns? Like, that seems like something you should have mentioned. The funny thing is, ik pos is the thing you can say, but no one ever uses possing in any other way, you know? It's like a word people use in that specific context and no other. Those poor orphaned words, they don't have a meaning without someone else, although pos does come in the form of passes and all that, but whatever. You're a bad girl, Anna. A bad, bad girl. So I'm going to play the song about being a bad girl. And he just blares, and the farmer's like, God damn you, young with them younger music. Ik poets de plaat. I love that. It means to go away. Poets de plaat. Poets de plaat. Yeah, I like this. That's a fine way to put it. Because you are just being an asshole. You're just leaving. Why would you leave at this point? You've come so far. It's really true, though. You can get away with a lot of shit as a diplomatic. Like, you're essentially a spy who's protected by law. Like, what the fuck, man? I know embassies are like signs of goodwill, but the majority of ambassadors are spies who essentially get to do whatever the fuck they want. I mean, if you have good spies, it's good, but you need pretty strong counterintelligence to counteract the negatives, you know? Oh. This doesn't make as much sense if you didn't have the flashback, because then you just leave after very little happening. Maybe you read the letter, but not much happens. The problem is, Starve does not. I don't think Starve has a. Yeah, we don't have a very. I like this one. Fine. Go ahead. Leave and starve. But it sounds very fancy. Vertrek en kwijn weg! You can say that very angry. See, now I'm very happy and I'm getting shit done by not listening to music, reminding me of all the shit I missed as a boy. Oh. I'm also not as angry, and I like that. I like that I'm not being too critical, but not much is happening. But I'm not being critical, and that's good. And I'm pretty sure you all are like, yeah! He's just doing the stuff. I get it. I will not get this done before September. I find it interesting that Anna has time to teach herself how to hunt. Anna has hunting skills. But why? Why does she take this massive detour when ordering food is faster? She doesn't have time for this shit, and for some reason does it. Like, you can't be someone who's adventurous and lives life, and at the same time throw your life away trying to stop something. Like, there's a big problem with how Anna acts, is that she wants too much out of it, and yet she has time to be nice like this. It's very odd. Oh, this sounds nice. Honden and Tonden, hands and teeth. I like how it's fire that comes back to that. I like how she just hops over. Oh yeah, she couldn't. She can't hop over things. Like, for fuck's sake, a runner could not flip over something. They probably couldn't even use stepping stools because of how their bodies are formed. Maybe with some trouble, but not as easily as a human. So here's a funny thing. Achtige, like. If you put this behind a word, it means it implies it's something like that. And you could also say dierlijke. But yeah, schaapachtige means it's sheep-like. It's pretty cool, ain't that? Come on, man. Humans can see pretty fucking well in the moonlight. Like, you'd be surprised at what you can see without streetlights. Anna2, waiting game 2, start! A mouflon. I'm gonna translate that a little bit differently because the word is mouflon. Mouflon. But the way it's spelled with an U... Well, actually, you could say it's French. I could keep it the same. I'll keep it the same. How did she drag that thing through the metal bars? Did she open the fence door? Or, like, this is a giant hole of logic. Ooh. I like how Anna doesn't... is like, nah. I like this. I like how a smirk doesn't go away, so you know you did good. And I also love that you can not... He's so good. It does cost you 2 moods, so you're kind of fucked. Well, there's the storm, but so far no raindrops, just... How did none of the animals start, you know... Aren't those animals supposed to have, like, a cattle instinct to be like, fuck, someone of us died and screamed, let's go fucking book it? I don't know. I loved that I had to look up UFO, and I was like, ugh. Kreng. Ugh. Wait, what? Yeah, I thought that just means bitch. But it also apparently means dead animal. Well. I don't think we have a term for that. Maybe if I look it up on Wikipedia. Wikipedia tends to be really good for that. Orgaanvlees. Sure, I guess. I guess that's a word. No extras. Rump. Rump. Startstick. Sure. I could not translate as anything but if, there was ever a situation where you said, do you want my butt or my face? Something like that. You know what? We've been making so much progress. How about we stop early? Yeah, we're almost there. Like, hot ziggity. Yeah, we can finish this off next time. If I just put a little extra effort in. I like how you can also tell she's like, yeah, whatever, okay. I changed it a bit because it works a bit better. Come on, it looks so tasty. Like, come on, that's what makes you lose your appetite. It kind of carries the same idea. I like how even if you don't eat, Anna decides to prepare her meat for no reason. Like, why does Anna cook her food when she doesn't have to? When you don't eat? I guess it's because they want to show you the picture, but. There we go. Yeah, I don't like raw at all. I just don't. I like how I was doubtful about my off because I usually mix up or because they're the same fucking word, but they're one character away above each other on the keyboard, constantly taunting me. What do you think? Enter now. I can't imagine that it's like even if they're the most dexterous species, runners still look like they're quite limited in how well they can cut. Also, it's incredibly hard to cut without a cutting surface. I don't care how sharp those claws are. Anna, you're overselling yourself. Where does she find the fucking time to sharpen her claws? Like, at what point does she sit down and go, I've got nothing better to do in terms of saving my damn life. I'll just go sharpen my fucking claws with this file for a couple hours. Might have to hunt some mouflon for no goddamn reason. That'll take me a couple hours too. Could be spending that, I don't know, sleeping, learning, research. Nah, I'll just spend it fucking around a bit. I like how God makes Anna go, Jesus fucking Christ, you're fucking stupid. But that being said, there's a lot of religious ones, so it kind of makes. Yeah, you can hear the rain now. I think I'm going to call it. See you guys next time. This is going strong. We might be making this after all. We might make it after all. Yeah, we're actually really close. I think after this, it's like only like a couple of lines, and then Anna's like, well, fuck me, I guess. Yeah. I like how she goes, like, she has time to go to restaurants? You do know restaurants leave you waiting for an excessive amount of time? Like, for someone who doesn't have time, she sure has a lot of goddamn time, doesn't she? I'm gonna keep that as title, because that's a good title. See you guys later. Wait, that's too long a title. Well,